Bro, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Yeah. Babe. Yeah. Hey. I just wanna touch the top. Baby said that she in love and she don't love the lie. Been chillin' with all the bros, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the suds is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging right. I've been out the way and I'm good. I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can't handle it without the trusting. Yeah, I can see the top, I wanna touch it. Yeah, yeah, we been getting money, no discussion. I don't let the top of shorty always get the fussy. Yeah, hey, I like to cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on them. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on them. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on them. Yeah, and I'm sliding. Shawty like the vibe, don't want the ride to end. Yeah, to the nights, yeah, yeah. To the nights end, I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love was all the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Silver Brody couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the edge of stairs when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just get a lot of love on the west side. I'm the go, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like a Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good and it's the best side. I remember.
Well. Welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. Season 3, Episode 12. Fuck yeah, I remembered. And we have the full...
Who the fuck is that guy?
I'm McDilly.
You just fucking remembered? That's not you.
We have the football extravaganza predictions and / Monday Night, Thursday Night Football recap for you here today. And we got 3 out of the 4, which is normally what you get. You get Tycho, McDilly, and Snoop Luke.
Happy to be here.
Happy
to be here, Dylan. We got beer league hockey tonight. 10 o'clock puck drop tonight.
4D.
You know, gonna be 4D.
Yep.
6 forwards, 1 goalie. Grind out here. Gonna have to drink up before the game. Got to be ready.
Barely got through last game. This is going to be interesting.
I didn't get through last game.
Hey, hopefully these guys are just as mediocre as we're feeling tonight. So
hopefully.
Yeah, prayers out to us if you guys care. If you're out there watching. Might die tonight, so need some assistance out there. Prayers, please.
Right.
But like Dylan said, we do have some football to dive into. We got college football and NFL football. But first, you guys heard me say college. The next Ride the Tide tailgate that we will be doing, Ride the Tide tailgate, Central Michigan. You remember that was a great time. This next one, October 1st at Grand Valley State University. We will be with Lezu as well. And his album drops, I believe, the week before.
Correct. I know that he's
it's going to be
He's home good. Right now, finishing it up today.
Yeah, all right. So Lezu will be there. Everybody, Grand Valley, I will let you guys know when I know where the location is going to be, and I will post it on our Twitter and on our Instagram so you guys know where we're going to be at. Free T-shirts, beer pong, beer bong, big-ass speaker, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, be there, all right? Valleys. That's all I'm saying. Battle of the Valleys. So there you go.
Battle of the Valleys.
Zach Fuller, best of luck, boys, in the beer league. Thank you, Zach. I know I said we need some help. We're going to need it. Yeah, Zach, you know how to skate? We need some help tonight, all right? All right, let's get started here. College football, week 3. It says college football picks week 3. I'd imagine that our picks are lurking in the games that I've chosen. So when your game comes up and we're talking about it, let me know. All right. Let the people know that we're going so we can keep it flowing here. So here's what we're going to do. First game, I picked the games that I believe matter the most and that people will actually watch and care about. So if I miss one, sorry, I didn't think it was important. You could tell me that I was wrong and make it important. First game, the reason this game was important is because Notre Dame just lost to Marshall. So now it matters that they're playing California. The spread is 11.5 points. Let me know if you guys think they're going to cover the spread. And let me know if you think that Notre Dame will finally look like Notre Dame is supposed to look playing against California. I personally don't know what to expect. Notre Dame started off the season ranked, 8 or 6 or some shit, and just fell off the map, losing to Marshall last week. Looked like complete dog water, to keep it nice. I don't like anything that I've seen from Notre Dame other than maybe the first half of the first game of the season. Other than that, they've been brutal. I would not trust Notre Dame on this.
Here's 3 things that I know, okay? I know this game's going to be an under. I'm going to take Notre Dame to not cover the spread, but I'm going to take them to win their first game of the year. I think this is going to be an ugly football game, but I think that, you got to think about it. When Notre Dame's new head coach came in, we're like, oh, this guy's a great defensive coordinator, but since he's been there, he lost the bowl game, lost the first 2 games. He's 0-3. I think he needs this fucking win. I think he's going to get it, but I still don't think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an ugly, close game, and I think even after Notre Dame gets this dub, you're still not going to be looking at them as a competitive football team.
Hey, man. Cal's 2-0. All right?
I know.
Cal's feeling themselves. Too. All right? They're feeling themselves. Luke, do you think that Notre Dame's going to finally look like a good football team, or are they going to keep squatting down on the shitter and just taking shits on our TVs? What's going on? You're muted, but
surprise.
I'll help you out.
Oh, surprise. Fuck
it
you.
Does happen.
Fuck you.
All right, what do we got here?
Notre Dame, it's hard to say because, they looked good against Ohio State, but then
first half.
It makes Ohio State not look as good.
Right.
But then we got Notre Dame playing the week 2 or whatever, the next game after Ohio State, and looking like absolute dog water. So I really couldn't tell you. Against California, I would not trust a spread from them. I would trust a straight up money line after the shit I've seen from them.
I agree.
Unless it's a plus, I ain't taking it. Spread wise.
I agree with that. 100%. Like I said, Cal 2-0. Can you make it 3? Can you beat Notre Dame? Doesn't that be something?
They could.
Yeah, that would definitely be something. Wild Fuller 125. I'm with Dylan on this one. It's going to be a barn burner.
It's going to be a barn burner for the wrong reason. It's going to be a shit show.
All the wrong reasons. But moving on to the next game, we have number 12 BYU at number 25 Oregon. Oregon minus 3.5. BYU plus 3.5 point dogs in this game. BYU consistently has one of the oldest college rosters because all their players are old as fuck. But Oregon favorites at home. What do we think?
I took BYU. This is one of my picks. I have BYU and I have them covering their spread. I think that the last couple weeks, actually I believe I bet against them week 1 and last week against Baylor. And they proved me very wrong. And I like them a lot against this Oregon team. I don't think this Oregon team is going to be as good of an Oregon team that we've seen in the recent years. And I think that, BYU is going to win this game.
Luke? Well, Oregon's going to win this game. It's an upset, but it's not an upset because they're the favorite on the betting. But then they're like 25 against their 12. But anyways, they stay having their jersey power. They always have cool different jerseys every time, and they're going to come out looking fucking sick. And
that has nothing to do with the players.
Game. This has everything to do with their players. You look good, you feel good, you play good.
I watched Georgia take a shit on them in the coolest jerseys of week 1. Explain that to me.
Well, they got new jerseys now. Boom.
My God.
Fresh start.
All right, look, their first game against USF didn't play anybody worth a shit. Destroyed them 50-21. But then when they played 9-ranked Baylor in that overtime game, winning 26-20, that was a more impressive showing from BYU, making me really lean BYU in this game. I will take BYU with the plus points. If you want to hand me 3.5, I will grab those up all day and take 3.5. Will they win the game? Maybe not. I'm sitting pretty with the 3.5 though, especially with the performance out of them against number 9 Baylor last week. I'm taking BYU with the points. I'm not using this as one of my picks, but if you're gonna pick it, I would take BYU with the points here, especially
and I did.
as a 12th ranked team with the points. So definitely my move. So moving on to the next game. Number 22, Penn State is going to Auburn. This is one of my picks too. Dylan, I bet you were riding the same thing. Auburn, money line.
Out, baby.
Money line, yep. Orange out. We all remember what happened, the orange out when Alabama came and they decided to orange it out. And we saw one of the most legendary kick returns on a freaking missed field goal.
He's going to be shivering.
You'll never see that again. He's going to be shaking in his boots. Exactly that. But
cannot handle it.
I'm taking Auburn. If Dylan can shut his trap for 10 seconds, I'll tell you why. I'm taking Auburn in this game, not only because of the orange out, but because I really just don't want Penn State to win this game, and I don't think that they're quite capable of winning big games yet. You know, Penn State just seems to crumble under the pressure of a big game, and playing against Auburn, yeah, I know they're unranked, but it's still Auburn. It's going to be a good game. I think it will be close, hence the 2.5-point spread. But I would take Auburn on the money line, and I myself am taking Auburn on the money line. Dylan, I'll let you go next because I know that you also have this as a pick, and then we'll go to Luke.
Yeah, you pretty much took it for me. I think that Sean Clifford in the orange lights, in the orange around him, in the atmosphere, and a lot of people forget that Auburn does still have one of the loudest stadiums in the league, and I think they have one of the best fan atmospheres in all of college football. And I think that I'm going to ride exactly like Tyler was saying, Auburn money line. It should be a close game. I would also probably think it's going to be more of a low-scoring game, but give me Auburn. Luke.
Well, you see, I don't really know much about this, but all I know is fuck Penn State. Let's go Auburn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, moving on to the next game. Number 11, MSU is at Washington. Again, you're seeing a ranked team, pretty low-ranked team, which is good, a dog in this game. And this is another one of my picks. And I'm going with MSU on the money line. I think that this game is going to be a lot of Michigan State passing and a lot of Washington running. That is what I see happening in this game. And I think that we're going to find out with, Washington having a pretty decent quarterback here, that whether or not Michigan State was able to fix their problems that they had on defense last year, which was passing. So I'm taking MSU on the money line on this one. And Pooch, MSU all the way. Yes, sir. I would agree with that 100%. I think that this is a smart play. Luke?
Yeah, MSU sounds good on this one.
Thank you, Luke. Dylan?
This one worries me. It's a good Pac-12 team. It's a good Big Ten team. It could go either way. I think that I want to take Michigan by a boatload, but I can't off of what I've seen so far. So I think Michigan State, money line. That sounds like a safe bet. I take Michigan State money line.
I just feel like let me check on it real quick.
They're the unders.
I know they're the unders, but Michigan State, I can't remember the last time they beat a Pac-12 team.
Me neither.
So, yeah. Hopefully it's tomorrow. That'd be a great day.
That's a good rankings win.
Definitely. Michigan State playing Washington tomorrow. Michigan State money line is the move from the boys here.
See, Luke, we play competition, not a fucking cupcake factory over there like U of M.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Everyone
but
has
Miami,
a cupcake
Florida,
factory damn near.
A cupcake factory, but the most insane ever is
acting like Michigan's the whole.
You can't pretend.
Everyone's just playing. Everyone's just playing different dog shit teams. It's not our fault. a team decided to back out of 2 games that we had to fill in.
Yes,
Anyways,
Whoa.
Miami, Florida at 24, Texas A&M. Luke, Texas A&M
Texas
kind of
A&M
shit the bed
hauled them.
last week.
They did, and that's why they're about to bounce the fuck back. It fits right with them to stay 50-50 throughout the season. Yeah, that's they're winning this game. Fuck Miami, Florida.
They need to win this game, bro. Number 1 recruiting class in the country. And
Well, every
if
team
you start
needs to win
losing
the game.
games, that recruiting class, they're gonna go bye-bye to the NIL deals, and they're gonna they see
No, the
it.
transfer portal.
The transfer portal. I mean, yeah, they're not gonna stay there
Yes.
long. So I think this is a big win that Texas A&M needed. They are benching King, the starting
A
QB.
big win that they needed. They didn't win. They didn't play the game yet.
I'm saying
What are
they
you saying?
need this win. My bad. I didn't mean to say need it, but
You said it like the game's over.
they're benching their starting quarterback King because they did not like it all when they saw from his last week. I don't think anyone did. So hopefully, new boy can come in here and sling that ball down the field. So I'm going to take the Aggies
Pooch
as well.
popping in here saying, I'm with Luke. Aggies win this one. I think this one's we're taking this one all the way as well. I'm taking the Aggies. I'll take them on the spread as well. This one pretty easy for me.
I was wearing my
I'm
Connor
Aggies hat
Van
Aggies
Dyke's a
guy.
good QB, though.
today at work. I was wearing my Aggies hat.
There you go. Getting your support in. Got to wear it tomorrow too when Miami takes on Texas A&M. Hopefully Texas A&M didn't walk around on campus today talking about how Miami isn't even a real place or some shit, because then they're gonna get smacked again because that video is hilarious. But we'll move on. I told you we'd get to it.
Minus
UConn
47
at
and a half.
Michigan.
Get the
The
fuck
spread
outta
is
here.
minus 47 and a half. Michigan won last week against a dog water team by 47 points, hence the 47 and a half point spread. Luke, are you guys going to fucking cover this spread?
Yes, we will, because we have finally decided on a QB that's going to play the entire fucking game. So, I mean, Jay is getting a shot. We love it. They're about to cover this spread. I'm about to bet on it. About to throw it in my lay because my lay for college and the NFL is about to fucking bang this week. Oh, I'm excited.
I don't think they're going to cover the spread, and I wouldn't bet the money line because I'm not going to win anything, so I'm not going to touch this game. But I'll take Michigan to win.
I think Michigan will win for sure. I mean, everyone knows that. But I'm with Dylan. I'm not taking the spread because I'm not relying on Michigan's second and third string guys to cover my spread. All right, because last time I did that, they didn't do it. And Cade will probably
Cade
come
couldn't
in
get a
and
tutty
do
against
some
Hawaii.
do some conservative shit and piss me off and not cover the spread. So I'm not going to touch the spread on this game. I don't know what the over-under is, but maybe you could fuck around with that. But I wouldn't touch it.
I'm throwing my TV at the wall if Cade comes in, bro.
The Cade hate is just
I
so
would too.
ridiculous, Luke.
It's not even just that. We need one QB.
You really do only need one. And
They're
Jim
so
can't make up his
different.
mind.
They're so different.
You
It,
put
hurts
this
them.
game on here, bro?
This is the
Nevada.
last game on here, and the only reason that we need to talk about it is this reason right here. Iowa is minus 23 and a half. They need to win by 24 points in order to cover this spread. They have only scored 14 points as a team in 2 games this season. The offense has only scored 10 points, and they've only gotten 1 touchdown all year, and now they are 24-point favorites in this game. Can someone try to explain this to me?
I have no idea. I would take Nevada. What the fuck? I would take Nevada.
Well, how bad is Nevada?
I guess this really does say a lot about Nevada, doesn't it?
I'm not watching this game on Saturday. I am not watching. I'm not touching this game. I'm not watching. This is disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. Iowa stoked this
Nevada is 1-1. Okay, they're 1-1 right now. They beat Texas State 38-14, but they lost to Incarnate Word 55-41.
Who?
The fuck? Okay. This game, yeah, I'm not watching. I don't care.
I don't know where that is at all.
That might.
But
Give me Iowa minus 23.5. Let's go, baby.
I take Nevada.
I take Nevada.
All I see here is that Nevada knows how to get in the fucking end zone, and I haven't seen that from Iowa. But those are the college football picks.
I got one more game because I got my pick, so I figured.
Oh yeah, let's hear it out. By the way, I have the Texas Aggies minus 6.5. I didn't say that was one of my official picks. That is my last game.
Okay.
So MSU money line, Auburn money line, Texas A&M minus 6.5.
All right.
Dylan.
My third game that I said BYU. I said I have Auburn, and then I have Mississippi State at LSU. I'm taking Mississippi State, who is the favorite, minus 2.5, to go into LSU and beat them. Gave me Mississippi State.
So don't cover the spread or cover the spread?
So, yes, covering the spread.
Okay. All right. Mississippi State minus 2.5 over LSU. Luke, did we cover all of your picks, my guy?
No. All right. We're going to start it off at minus 47.5 Michigan. We covered some of them, not all of them. Actually, no, we kind of did cover all of them, but I didn't say.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, I'm saying them again because it's a lay. Because we have Michigan minus 47.5. We got MSU money line, and then we have the Texas A&M money line. Throw 50 on that for plus 575, and you get 337.
So you're doing 2 out of the teams that you went 0-3 with last week.
Bounce back, baby.
Yeah, did you? I talked about.
There's a lot of college football teams, man. Be original.
You already forgot what I said about them.
It's completely original. It's only Luke would do this.
It's just,
the fact that well, you know what? It's not you. It's him. So F off, Dylan. Done with you.
Let me go throw money and tell people to bet on teams I don't know shit about. Okay.
Come on, Dylan. It's called using your brain.
I'll tell you.
What's going on, guys? Tycho here, taking a quick break in the action to tell you about sixpackcoverage.com. You can go on there and check out all your favorite sports, finance, food and travel, fitness, and entertainment podcasts. They've got it all on there, as well as content from all of your favorite colleges, with more on the way and more added every day. So make sure you check that out, as well as the merchandise tab. Be sure to get all of your six-pack coverage gear at the merch tab there with the hats, flags, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check it out today, sixpackcoverage.com.
All right, welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. Jesse has just made his way into the apartment, so he will be here for the NFL picks. So, without further ado, I guess we'll get that underway.
I think it won't be like too big of a blowout.
Barkley down the sideline. Saquon Barkley.
You don't fuck with Aaron.
Some teams, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be a very mucky dub. And it's going to get ugly.
They have the chance to lose themselves a game, probably.
Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable!
All right, boys, NFL picks week 2. The first game is going to be the same game almost every time. Well, it's going to have the same team involved at least once. Every single time, because they are in the 1 o'clock slot the entire year. And
are we going to recap first, or are we going to just go right into the picks?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not just doing something? Like going right into it? Was I not answering your question for you? Sure. You would. What would you like to do, Dylan, if you would like to derail
I
the
don't
podcast?
care what we do. I just wanted to know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know. And I had.
Who the fuck is that guy?
My timing was bad, and I apologize, Tyler.
Oh, you're just talking out of turn.
Go back into what you were doing.
All right. Fuck. Shit. Dylan is just something else. So, Luke,
Week 2.
do you want to dive right in, or do you want to recap? Dylan's pressuring.
I'll dive right in.
Thank you. All right. We'll dive right in. So we'll dive right in. We'll get to what happened. All right. Everyone knows what happened on Thursday night. Herbert's not Stafford. Okay. Anyways, speaking of that, like I said, or like I was trying to say, the Lions will be the first team that I bring up every single week. First, because they are consistently the first game on, because they're 1 o'clock all year.
All year.
So, yeah, that's great. But we will get to the recap. First up, Washington at Detroit. Detroit is favored for the first time in 24 games. The over-under is set at 48.5. Does anybody have a pick on this game? I feel like, by the way, this is a must-win game for Detroit.
Damn, we both do.
If you don't win this game, if you're Detroit, I think that it's show's over for Dan Campbell, and the faith is almost completely lost, and he's screwed. So I think this is a must-win. They have to cover the spread. If there's one thing the Lions have been good at over all these years of losing, it's covering the fucking spread. So now that the spread's in your favor, don't get blown out 20-0 like the last time you had the spread in your favor. Cover the fucking spread. Okay, just cover it.
We got the Lions money line here. We got the big win here. We need it. The Lions are thriving for it. They're thirsty for it. Washington, they got a good D line. They got some running backs, some wide receivers, but they don't got Jalen Hurts. And our defense they're gonna get to their QB, and it's gonna be ugly, and Detroit's gonna walk away as the fucking victors. Straight up.
Yeah, what he said. I said, what the fuck? Because I said, let's say it at the same time, and then you ignored me and then just said Detroit money line. But whatever.
It panded me, so.
Now, what I believe is that the Lions are definitely going to come out with a victory in this game.
Oh, look who's decided to show up.
Oh, sorry, I got a flat tire. This is what did it. This nail right here.
Hey, same thing happened to me. That's why
he walked in and he goes, "This is why I'm late."
I had to plug it.
But welcome, Jesse. First game up, Washington at Detroit. Detroit favored for the first time in 24 games.
And they're going to win it.
And they're going to fucking
even though Curtis Samuel is healthy and he's a solid-ass receiver that Washington has been missing out on, and they now have a quarterback who, if he stays healthy and consistent, he's actually good. But I don't think they're going to beat the Lions this week. Give me money line Lions.
Yes, sir. Is this a must-win game for Dan Campbell? I check yes.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Because we should not lose to Washington.
We should not start off 0-2 after all this.
We shouldn't start off 0-2, but when you say must win, do you mean if we start off 0-2, chuck the season away, it's done? Because I disagree with that.
No, if we go 0-2.
Because that's what you're saying. You're saying if it's a must win, that means if we don't win, then the season's basically
It's a must win because Dan Campbell needs to fucking back his fucking mouth up, dude.
Sit here and keep having.
He's been running his mouth like a motherfucker, saying we're gonna do this and this and this. Well, do it, dude.
Some point
do
you
it,
gotta,
and don't screw yourself by kicking an
you gotta
onside
walk
kick
the
in
walk.
third quarter. Exactly.
I agree.
I need Dan to walk the walk.
I agree with that. I think Dan, it's about damn time that he walks.
And losing to Washington and Carson Wentz is not walking.
I don't think the season's over. I just think that everyone's going to start.
No one said the season's over.
It's not over, but I guarantee you that 90% of the Detroit population will do a complete and flip on this team and on Dan Campbell immediately because we just lost to Washington. That's what's going to happen. And I don't want to see it happen. Dan Campbell needs to walk the fucking walk and win this game. Detroit Lions better win the goddamn game. It's a must-win if you ask someone like me. But next game we got up, New York Jets. Dogs given 6.5 at Cleveland. The over-under set at 39.5. We're not going to Dylan first because I can't get this kid to not talk right now. Jesse.
I'll mute myself.
Give me Jets plus 6.5. I believe that they will be able to keep this under a touchdown. I think it'll be a field goal game. They played solid against a Jets team that they shouldn't have even been keeping stalled on a points scale because they had like 10 at the end of half. So I think against a team like Cleveland, who's pretty discombobulated right now, if they can get down on that run game, they could be able to win this game. But I'm definitely giving them the plus 6.5.
Oh, I'm definitely giving them the plus 6.5. I'm fucking taking the Jets money line if I have anything to say about it. I think the Jets will beat the Browns. I think that there's all the right reasons for the Jets to beat the Browns. No one likes the Browns. Everyone thinks the Jets suck. So the Jets are going to beat the Browns. Plus, the Jets head coach is 4-14 since he's become the new head coach and is getting a lot of heat from the New York press and basically responded in his last press conference to an article that was wrote about him, which let the New York press know that he's been reading that shit and he knows that he's on the hot seat. So a must-win game for the Jets if you're the head coach. He's kind of fighting for his job. I think the Jets are going to pull out all of the bags of everything out of the bag of tricks that they have. And I'm taking the Jets on the money line to beat Cleveland this week.
Well, you see, the Browns are going to fuck around and start off the season going 2-0. I don't know why. It's not going to make sense. Every week, there's a fucking weird game where a weird team wins, and even though they're the favorite, I know they're the favorite, but they're
not
still
the weird team. Come on, the Jets are the
No.
lovable losers, just like
Yeah,
us. We're the
okay.
Lions.
Yeah,
We're lovable
Cleveland's
losers.
not one of the weird teams. Okay.
You think
No,
that
they just have a
Cleveland
scandalous
is
quarterback.
more of a weird team than the Jets, the team that hasn't made the playoffs in 12 years?
Yeah, the Cleveland doesn't really have an offense.
Another good take.
QB.
No, they just don't have
They got them running backs.
the guy. They got. They're all right. they managed last week, I guess, right? Kinda. Yeah.
That O-line's like top 3 when it's fully healthy. Their running backs
Speaking of
are
O-lines,
literally
ours is
lightning
getting
and thunder.
Browns minus 15.
Oh
and a half.
my. Okay. All right.
Fuck
He is getting
all
more
of you.
confident.
You know what time it is,
Oh.
Tom. You know what you got.
What time is it? Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. I think I got a triple up.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's Jesse.
You don't do drugs, kids.
You got triple fuck.
He's
That's why
literally
you don't
all
do
of them.
drugs, kids. Quadruple fuck.
Yeah. All right. Next game up, Tampa
What?
Bay. What?
You didn't let me talk. You just skipped me the whole game.
I didn't want. I
You
literally
didn't
said
want me
I'm trying to
talk
get
at
you to
all?
not talk.
When you say you don't want me to talk, you meant the entire time?
He
That's a little
didn't
hurtful.
lie.
Damn. Well, anyways,
Come on.
you know where
No
I'm
cap in my
going.
rap.
Joe the fucking pro and the New York Jets plus 6.5. That's an easy cover. I love this. They're gonna come in. They're gonna march in. Micah Carter, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore. They're gonna be going crazy on the offensive side.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
All they gotta do is contain Nick Chubb. Everything's gonna be easy going. Next game. Ooh.
All right,
Which
next
one of
game
my
up,
picks?
Tampa Bay minus 2.5 at New Orleans. The over/under set at 43.5. One of my picks as well, Dylan. I bet you were riding the same thing. If you want to say it at the same time, count
Let's do
down
it.
1. All right, ready?
2.
3, 2,
Saints money
1.
line.
All right, yeah.
You
yeah,
said 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's not how it works.
I said I'm gonna count down.
I heard 1, 2, 3, and I said.
All right,
2.
look, you're just bad at countdowns this week. That's 2 you've tried today. You've
All right,
missed on both of them.
1, 2, 3.
Saints money
money
line.
line. Yay.
Easy. All right. Saints. Tom Brady can't beat the Saints. Okay, it's factual. Since he's joined Tampa Bay, he cannot beat the Saints. He won't beat the Saints this time. I say I rest my case.
Godwin's out.
I've been thinking about this game a lot.
We're riding your team.
I know. I really do think Jameis is about to ball on these boys, but how can Tampa keep losing to the Saints? Why? What do they know? What do they know? I'm
How
definitely
to beat
taking
Tom Brady.
I'm taking the
That's what they know.
parlay of an over Saints money line.
Okay.
Tampa Tom.
You weird.
Tampa Tom. Give me the minus 2.5 with Tampa Tom.
It's like looking at you.
I have nothing
Next
to say
game,
anymore.
Carolina plus 1.5 at the New York Jets. Over under set at 43.5. I have this game as one of my picks as well. I'm riding the dog. I'm riding the dog, boys, and we're riding Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers money line on this game. I think that this is a bounce back week for Baker. I think that Baker goes up and down, and it's time to go up. That's what I think. Luke, I feel like you support my theory.
Well, this is the battle of the RBs, baby. And it's time for Saquon Barkley to take his crown, baby. This is about to be an over. Saquon Barkley is about to have 2 TDs. He's going to have a lot of rushing yards. And he's going to put McCaffrey to shame. And the Giants are going to win this.
Okay. Giants winning at home, that's like such a rare thing. Dylan, what do you got? You know the Giants can pull it off. Daniel Jones is a piece of shit.
This is fucking hard, man. But here's how I'm looking at it. Saquon had 160
The Giants will not be 2-0
last week. McCaffrey had 33. I think that shit's gonna flip. Give me the fucking Panthers. Give me Panthers money line. Give me McCaffrey, crazy game. Yeah, I'm going to ride the Panthers.
Give me an over shootout Giants.
2-2. I like it.
Wow. Under Giants.
Okay. All right. That's much more reasonable. I can't believe you just – all right, no. And you know what? It might happen. I don't know. Week 1 was wild.
Yeah.
But a shootout between Carolina and New York just doesn't sound like something I'm going to see. Another game that may or may not be good. Let's find out. New Orleans minus
I got
2.5
pick on this
at
one.
Pittsburgh. Over under set at 40.5. Dylan, we'll start with you.
I got to pick on this one because I know that New England is favored. Right here it says that says minus 2.5. Oh, sportsbooks minus 1.5. No matter what the fuck you're looking at. But I'm taking Pittsburgh. I love what their defense did last week. I think if their defense continues to play, I mean, their defense has been well the past couple of years, and every year I feel like it continues to get better. If they play the way that they did against Mac Jones and New England, I'm going to ride the Black Air Force energy, and I'm going to ride Pittsburgh money line.
You know, it's the Mac attack. Give me New England.
I'm taking Pittsburgh plus 2.5.
Reasoning?
Fuck that. Pittsburgh money line.
You guys are really giving me a lot of information here.
Both of them, just one word answer.
Full of exuberance.
I'm
Jesse,
just the reason I'm going.
You know more than you're giving me.
The reason I'm taking
That's
Pittsburgh
all I'm saying.
is because of the simple fact, like, their defense is phenomenal, and I low-key think that I think Trubisky can actually do something on Pittsburgh.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Efficient.
That's why you don't do drugs, kids.
Efficiently enough to beat New England. Let me finish my damn sentences before you start cutting me off.
I'm confused.
New England is shit. What's there to be confused about? Pittsburgh's just ass shit, but they have better defense. New England doesn't have an offense or defense. So when I say Mitch Trubisky can do something, it's only for this game. Ask me next week and I won't feel the same, maybe.
You redeemed yourself. He ain't
Mitch Trubisky.
He's going to be stinker of the week next week. I promise you.
Sleeper of the week.
Stinker of the week.
You're running dual quarterback fantasy leagues and you don't know what to do? Don't do Trubisky. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. All right. I got in this game, honestly, I don't have a pick. I don't. I would take the under. I would take the under 40.5, but I don't have a pick to win. I don't. Gun to my head. Hell, Pittsburgh. Gun to my head, Pittsburgh, but I wouldn't bet on a winner.
Okay.
I don't like it. Moving on to the next game, we have Indianapolis minus 3.5 favorites at Jacksonville. The over-under is 44.5. Carson Wentz struggled here. Do we think Matt Ryan's going to struggle just the same? Can Jacksonville beat him again?
You know what's sad? I have Indy winning, but I don't have them covering. Give me Indy on a game-winning
You have a nail-biter?
Give me Indy on a game-winning field goal. I don't give a fuck. Swear to God. It's going to be a close game.
For the fact that Jacksonville couldn't beat the Commanders and they totally lost that game themselves, I don't know what they plan on doing this week, but they're definitely going to cover that spread of plus 3.5. At most, it's going to be a field goal loss.
Indiana's going to cover the spread of minus 10.5 because Jonathan Taylor's just going to go off, and it's going to be ugly. And that's going to be the end of that story.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I'm taking Indianapolis on the -3.5 spread on this one. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to eat as well, but when it comes to Jonathan Taylor eating, I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to be eating at all because I think that Indianapolis' defense is going to get to him. I don't think that Jacksonville's defense is going to be able to stop Jonathan Taylor, and that is going to be all she wrote because Jonathan Taylor is hungry this week. Against Jacksonville, it's going to be kind of easy. I would not bet over under the 44.5. I don't know if it's going to be a Jacksonville doesn't show up or Jacksonville does show up type game. So I would leave that alone, but I would definitely take Indianapolis on -3.5. No, it's not one of my picks, but I am kind of feeling confident on that one. Next game we have up Miami Dogs going to Baltimore +3.5 over under set at 44.5. Luke, start with you on this one. Miami and Baltimore.
This happens to be one of my picks, and I'm taking Miami and Tua because, I'm riding the Tua train. Dolphins are going to be coming here and taking over Baltimore. I think it's going to be a good game, but, I think Baltimore's going to come up short on this one.
It's a big game for Miami, bro. I'm not on the Tua train right now, but this can get me one step on. I'll tell you right now. All I need is 2 feet on. You're going to give me 1 foot on with this win over Baltimore. I'm picking Baltimore to win, okay? Simply off of the fact that I was not ready for Lamar Jackson to start airing deep balls like he did last week, and fucking Devin Duvernay decided that he wanted to catch footballs this year. Wasn't ready for that. So now that I know that that's a factor to also take into consideration, I'm going to take Baltimore. But I also still think this is going to be another really close game.
I'm taking the over in this game. I'm not picking a winner, like in a bet. But it's a hard-ass game to decide because, Baltimore's defense should be able to keep up with that track star of a team, with their track stars, every one of them. All I could give y'all is the over. I really don't know who's going to win this game.
I am all aboard on the Tua train and all aboard on Miami money line. I think Miami will win this game in Baltimore. I think Tua will have an outstanding performance, and he will start that nosedive into superstardom and, have a hell of a year 2 or year 3, my bad. And with these wide receivers that they have, probably break a couple of Ravens ankles and move ourselves along on the train to victory here and be all go. Take Miami on the money line. Wouldn't mess around with the over under though. Don't know how it's gonna go, but Miami on the money line. Take the Dogs in this one. Next game we have up is Atlanta and Los Angeles. Atlanta +9.5 against the Rams. Will the Rams cover a 10-point spread after looking like dog water against the Bills?
You start, Ty. I want to know how you're feeling.
Well, I think that I'm going to take Atlanta +9.5. I think that Atlanta can manage to stick in this game, especially with Marcus Mariota, the way he played week 1. I liked that performance a lot. And I think that with Cordell Patterson, Kyle Pitts will definitely make more of a performance or more of an appearance, I guess I should say, than he did in the first game with, I believe, 2 receptions and 8 yards or some shit. Nothing. And I think that Atlanta will cover this spread. I don't think they win the game, but I think they'll cover the spread.
That's I knew you jumped ship.
I agree.
I think that Rams will win, but I think that Atlanta is not what you think they are. I don't know why you're shitting on Atlanta. I think Atlanta's pretty good. I think they're better than they were last year.
I don't think Atlanta's bad, but I think the Rams are going to be having a bounce back game, especially Matthew Stafford after that horrendous performance he put on week 1. So I think they might actually will cover this spread.
I agree with Luke. I think they are going to cover
this spread. I think it's going to be close to not covering the spread, but
I disagree with that.
Y'all tripping.
Hey, watch out for that Atlanta backdoor cover then.
I'll tell y'all why y'all tripping. There's a reason y'all tripping. Because
I'm not.
I don't think Cam Akers or Darrell Henderson are better from the backfield than Kamara. I don't. And Kamara got shut down by Atlanta's run defense. And we know that the Rams cannot start truly getting at their best unless they can start getting you to feed on their play actions and their run starts to break you down. If they can't start a run game, they're not going to be able to win a game by 10 points.
Counter offer, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
We saw Cooper Kupp doing.
Cooper Kupp played week 1, didn't he?
And what about,
he played week 1.
What about
Cooper Kupp had a dog-ass game last week, and they still didn't win. Cooper Kupp
They still got blown out the water.
Can I counter you this? Did you see Atlanta's secondary against the Saints in the second half and how that's going to do against the Rams wide receivers? Because that's not going to be well. If Matthew Stafford remembers that he has Allen Robinson on
24-3 game.
It's going to be bad
against the Saints. It was a 23-4 game on this. 23 like 24-3.
It doesn't matter. Atlanta choked like they always do.
Yeah, they did choke because they're defense. But at the end of the day,
correct.
I don't think they're gonna miss out on this spread. I don't think they're gonna win by 10. I think they win by a touchdown.
Who wins by the Rams? Okay. So we all still have the Rams winning the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Moving on to the next game, we have Seattle at San Francisco. Seattle won week 1 against Denver. They upset Russ Daddy. Seattle plus 9.5 against San Francisco, who struggled against the Bears in what was basically a monsoon. But Seattle getting 9.5 going to San Francisco. Jesse, we go to you first.
I'm going to take San Francisco on this plus 9.5 minus 9.5 for the fact that Seattle did so good against the Broncos and Russell Wilson because Russell didn't change his signs. Russell kept using his same hand signs and symbols that he used in Seattle, and all the defense knew it. He didn't change of anything.
Oh, that'll fuck you up a little.
A lot of his go deep, a lot of his little hand things he would do, he was doing the same stuff. So okay. I think that they won that game so convincingly because of
Russ beat himself?
I think Russ beat himself.
I think that
Dylan.
It's no secret that
what's the running backs. And the running backs. The running backs lost that game.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, Russell thought he learned from his mistakes and then learned that maybe he was right all along. It was just never meant to be from the 1 yard line.
That could be true. It's no secret that I am not a big fan of Trey Lance so far. I don't, not sold on him, I guess. But I think that San Francisco should molest Seattle. I think this is going to be the biggest game of the week. I think San Francisco should beat them by 20-plus points.
Debo.
And give me the over and give me Debo 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 passing.
Passing?
I don't know what the fuck just happened. I felt that too, Luke.
Passing? God. He's not going to receive it, Dylan. He's going to pass it. He's going to throw it.
No, I mean receiving. Yeah, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. Yeah.
All right. On this one, I got nothing to give you other than the under because I can see San Francisco winning 31-7. Or like 31-3 or some shit. But I can also see like a 17-14 final. So, if Trey Lance, steps it up, they could kill him. But Geno Smith looked really good.
His first game was in mucky waters,
That wasn't his first game.
They were playing underwater.
You can't forget Elijah.
Yeah, he was playing a monsoon.
You can't forget Elijah Mitchell's out. They're gonna have Debo or Debu running the ball.
Jeff,
a lot more.
Jeff.
That Jeff too. But you already know Debo is about to be running that bitch all the goddamn time. He's about to be going for like a 60-yard TD as a wide receiver just because he can.
I agree.
Just because he can.
Debo is only 6 foot, 215 pounds. Don't get me wrong. That's a good size. That man did not play running back in his career.
It doesn't matter.
You watched him play running back last year. That was a year in his career. He played running back last year. Almost doesn't count.
He carried him.
He's not Raheem Mostert.
He said himself, I'm not trying to end my career quick. Can we stop me running the ball so damn much? He doesn't want to run the ball all these times. But they
but they don't want to lose.
Right?
Exactly. They said if we don't give you the ball, we don't win the game.
You don't care.
So what do you want to do here? You want to get hurt or you want to win? You want to
He wants to leave,
or you want to be a selfish bitch?
That's
want to leave.
We're winning the games.
But you can go be a good wide receiver on a fucking team that has other good wide receivers and not have to run the ball all the time. That he could do that too. But we have more games to talk about, so we're gonna move on. Cincinnati -7.5 at Dallas. Over under 41.5. No Dak Prescott for Dallas, who could not score a touchdown against Tom Brady and the Bucs. Cincinnati is -7.5 in this game, and I have him as one of my picks, and I'm taking Cincinnati -7.5.
Trayvon Diggs is going to be wired walking in there. He's like, he threw how many picks last week?
Trayvon Diggs sucks.
I know.
Anyways, that's a conversation for a different time.
By Jamar Chase all game and get 2 picks.
Jamar Chase is gonna eat. I'm sorry.
I promise. I'll be quick. I got Cincinnati -7.5. That's it. Short and sweet.
Definitely Cincinnati -7.5 because I believe the Cowboys defense is overrated and they're not that good. Besides 2 players, so I feel like they're not going to compete in this game.
As long as they block Micah Parsons, I think they'll be fine, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yeah, you saw the block they threw on Micah Parsons last week. Give him one of those.
Well, that's where you're wrong because Cooper Rush will be coming in and dominating and taking the dub for Dallas.
You need to put that in a briefcase and walk up out of here.
This is why
Diggs is about to have a pick six, and Cooper Rush is about to have 2 TDs thrown.
This is exactly why your parlays don't hit.
Hey, I've been hitting pretty.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey, I've been hitting pretty decent this year.
All right.
Can't complain.
That was one of. I can't believe you just boosted Cooper Rush. Like you could have said Dallas without boosting Cooper Rush, and I would have totally allowed it.
Cooper
boosting Cooper Rush should be illegal, and I should outlaw it on this podcast.
Who do you have on your fantasy team?
Cooper Rush starting.
You're capping.
No, he
You're
doesn't.
lying.
No, he doesn't.
You're lying. Show it. Show me.
He has Russell Wilson with his lying ass.
Oh, I thought he was
Look at
being
him.
dead ass.
Russ
bro.
Daddy all the way, baby. Woo!
I thought he was being dead ass.
Yeah, that 4 points is from my distraction pylon cone that I decided to play at Flex.
Well, we all have pylons out there sometimes. Luke, do you have anything else to say about Cooper Rush, or can we go to the next game?
Man, he's about to win this game.
Is he gonna? You betting Cooper Rush for MVP? Is that what you're doing?
Cooper Rush, he's about to take Dallas to the bowl. No, I'm kidding.
Him if he gets. I want to teabag him, lad. I want to.
I was about to say, look,
I'm kidding.
we used to go that throughout all the wild shit. Don't go this wild.
For real. Next game up. Speaking of Luke's quarterback, Russell Wilson will be home this week. They're hosting Houston. Houston is 9.5, getting 9.5 points in this game. Over under is 45.5. Jesse looks like he's itching to say something, so I'm going to Jesse.
Houston money line. Davis Mills finna give these boys hell. Take it.
Davis Mills. I do love Davis Mills.
That just sounds funny.
I don't like Denver.
Luke loves Davis Mills.
Dude, I love Davis Mills, bro. He's amazing. I love him.
There's nothing wrong with Davis Mills, man. It's just the whole team around him.
He's going up against
too.
He's going up against Denver and my boy Russ Daddy. And I think Denver's gonna win, but I think this is gonna be an over, and this is going to be a close fucking game to the point where Mills is gonna put Russell Wilson on his back heels because we see. Look what Denver's defense was like. What was that last week? That was donkey.
They got ripped apart.
That was donkey shit.
At practice, they got torched.
You're gonna get Mills
in that locker room, at practice, in the meetings, in front of their families. It was all bad.
If they give that type of shit to Mills, they about to fuck around and lose.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I will take Houston plus a 9.5, only because I do think it'll be a closer game than 10 points. So I will take Houston plus the 9.5 on that game.
I'm going to take Russell and Denver cover. I'm going to say bounce back game for Russ. I'm going to say they ride. I'm gonna say that it's a good high scoring game. I definitely take the over, but I'm gonna take Russell to cover.
All right, moving on to the next game. We have 2 games remaining. This one, Arizona dogs against Las Vegas, over under 51.5. Kyler Murray traveling to Las Vegas. Will he perform? Will he not perform? Dylan?
Who knows, bro? It's the battle of the you want to see him succeed, but they're just fucking finding ways to not. But here's what I think. If you want my prediction on how I think the game is going to go, I think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to start off 0-2, and the Raiders are going to win. I like Renfro. I like Waller. I like Adams, and I really like Adams. And I think that they have a good shot of winning after the way the Chiefs beat the shit out of them last week. I don't think Arizona is making playoffs this year. I'm not very, hiding that. And I think that they're going to cover the spread. Give me Vegas.
Yeah, I thought you was going to go to Arizona route. We was going to have a huge problem
because
there's no reason Vegas should lose this game. No reason. I need more out of you, Chandler Jones. I didn't feel like you was giving enough pressure to Herbert. You are a better player than that. Act like it. You probably are because it's your old team, so you probably going to step up, but need it.
What do they do when they have a losing record before double XP weekends? Then you just throw the season away.
Yeah, that one's wrap it up and give it to the kids on Christmas or something. I'm taking Las Vegas on this one. I would bet the money line. I wouldn't fiddle around and touch the spread at all. I don't like it. So I wouldn't bet it.
The Arizona Cardinals are about to walk into Las Vegas and lose. Vegas is going to take this dub and throw it on the money line. I really wouldn't touch the over-under because you don't know if Kyler's going to get some points or not. Give me Las Vegas.
Yeah, he had me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Las Vegas Raiders, money line. Devontae Adams touchdown. James Conner touchdown. There's your parlay.
I like that parlay.
Green Bay to take the dub.
Last game.
And win it. Both the running backs are going to eat. It's going to be embarrassing. We still don't know what to expect from the Chicago Bears because they played in a mucky-ass game. But at the same time, we're gonna see how dog shit they are because Aaron Rodgers is gonna throw a lofty pass to himself, take it into for a touchdown, let Aaron Jones get the ball, do a couple dashes, and maybe send a couple lofts to Dylan, and walk out happy with the dub.
Well, Luke will be riding Green Bay on fantasy football on Sunday night if anyone cares. Maybe follow him on Twitter live. I don't know.
I'm gonna take Chicago. Give me Chicago Bears money line. Give me Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Did you guys announce what the spread was and stuff when I was muted?
The division.
Plus 9.5.
No, did you guys say that though to people that are listening? Do they know that, or did you just
dive into it?
The
spread is plus 9.5 for Chicago.
Okay, that answers my question.
And Chicago's coming in. They're winning the money line. They're winning the game. Rodgers is going to be 0-2. It's going to be a close game. I'm taking the under. Green Bay has no fucking receiving core, and I still think that the best thing that they have going for him is Randall Cobb and his Walker. So I'm going to take the Chicago Bears in a game winner type drive situation. Under.
Chicago on the money line, eh?
Give me the Bears money line.
Time out. Chicago almost beat them last year, right?
Very true.
Yes, this is true.
The whole I run.
And Devontae Adams was the reason that they won that game.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yep, that clip, Jesse.
Yeah, give me the Bears.
Fuck yeah.
Bears money line. Yeah, I'm riding it too. I don't want to see the Bears 2-0 as an in division, foe, but I don't want to see the Packers 1-1.
But you want to see the Packers.
I'll take the Bears 2-0 before I take the Packers 1-1. I'll take the Packers 0-2 every day.
Just imagine that tie.
Yeah, Bears money line. It's not because of hate. It's honestly because I think it's going to be kind of a shitty Sunday night football game, and the Bears have a decent shot here. So
I mean, it is. It's
we're saying
I want to see Green Bay in last place. I want to see Detroit win. I want to see Chicago win. I want to see fucking Minnesota win. And I want Green Bay 0-2, bottom of the division.
Time out. Minnesota could lose. That'd be okay.
I don't think
Minnesota would still be 1-1 right?
Yeah, we don't need every team in our goddamn division winning.
Right, they can lose.
Jesus.
Oh
You want to be on the bottom forever? Like, come on.
I just need Green Bay in last. It is full hate. I've seen it my whole life. God damn it.
I was just screaming Dylan.
Can we talk about the Titans?
No, we got the night games now. The Monday nights.
Oh yeah, that is the Monday night.
Starting with
what? That's for Monday's pod.
Yeah, that's what we just discussed.
Because it's Monday night.
Yeah.
Boom.
Dylan,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
But we do have to talk about Thursday night. Thursday night football last night, the Chargers and the Chiefs. The Chargers lost and damn near lost their starting quarterback in the process because the offensive line, I don't know if it was it looked like a scene straight out of Longest Yard where they just stopped blocking for Adam Sandler and just let him die. Because Joe Herbert damn near had 2 broken ribs by the end of this game and was out there. I mean, he threw the ball out of bounds when he could have ran it, 5 more yards for a first down, but he physically couldn't do it anymore because his ribs were dying. So shout out to the Chargers offensive line for fucking that up. And then, the next play, he dotted it though, but he was very immobile and they almost killed him.
Yeah, he has a fractured rib. That's the diagnosis officially that came out an hour ago. He has a fractured rib and he's day-to-day.
Yeah. I think he could have made that 3rd and 1, and he knew he could have, but he also knew that he was taking a hit if he took that.
Oh, most likely, because he wasn't he couldn't physically run after that point. It looked like you could see it in his face and everything. He was not making it.
Well, yeah, but when you
saw where he had to go, he wasn't getting there.
Yeah, but when your ribs are cracked, even the wind blowing on your rib cage hurts.
Oh, I believe it.
So taking that hit was definitely in his fucking mind.
The good thing that was provided was that Mike Williams was able to finally become that guy because Keenan Allen was hurt. He had 108 receptions for 125 yards, and Tyler's fantasy team helped out because of that. But that was a good thing for their offense.
All I gotta say is at 7:30 he was not in the lineup, and I sat there for 20 minutes thinking, will he do it or will he not do it? And I was like, all right, he's got to be in the lineup.
Made the game time.
I had too many good wide receivers. What can I say? It was
a mad call.
No, I'm not mad at all.
I even played Joshua Palmer out my ass because I was like, the volume of the Chargers is just, that at least 35 passes are getting.
I played.
Even when their quarterback's dying, they're still gonna throw the ball.
I played Juju, and he was having fun running short routes, not getting any targets.
Yeah, what's funny is Green Bay didn't even dominate on offense like that. They were just consistent. They just did what they needed to do. Their defense was honestly the main star of the fucking game. And, I think that it was not like a slaughter from the offensive side. They were just consistent.
Did you say Green Bay?
Oh, if I did, then I meant to say Kansas City.
You did.
He did. All right. Well, we're going to move on then. So that covers the football. Now it's time to cover the UFC. There is a fight night on Saturday, and we are going to tell you about it. Well, I'm not going to tell you about it, but Luke and Dylan are going to tell you about it. And
Luke,
I'm talking in guap, now I'm speaking it fluent. When I hit the road, I won't leave till I do it. Acting out of hand, I'm like, be what you doing. We started off good, can't believe that we ruined it, yeah. I tried to fix with a sewing kid, yeah. I tried to fix it, you know I did, yeah. I tried to fix it, you know I did, yeah.
All right. First up for UFC news, we got some fights announced. And we got Jared Cannonier and Sean Strickland. Las Vegas, December 17th. It is a reschedule. It gives Strickland a little bit more time after his KO to come back in here, and I feel a lot stronger about him in that.
Are you upset? Did you want this to just get scrapped?
No, I just didn't want him fighting Jared that shortly after that brutal of a knockout.
Gotcha.
And then we got Arnold Allen going up against Calvin Kattar, October 29th, Las Vegas.
That should be a good fight.
Yes, it should. And we got another potential very good fight because we have
your boy.
We have a winless streak on the line. Both fighters are undefeated. 15-0 for Bryce Mitchell, and 16-0 for Mazvar Evilov.
Your boy Bryce.
My boy Bryce, he's coming in here. He's going to be 16-0 with other guys 16-1 after this fight because Bryce only knows how to fight, farm, hunt.
He will do it all.
He knows how to do everything.
In the camo.
He's a tough bastard.
He'll do it in the camo, and it will be fantastic.
It's going to be great. But next up for the UFC news, we have Lod missing weight, so that fight is off the card for this weekend. Right? This is wild.
Starting to get a little ridiculous.
Third fighter in back-to-back weeks.
Also, and fucking.
Honestly, that'd probably be, if Nick saw him fight, he'd probably fall in love with the UFC because that guy just screams Nick.
Oh, 100%. But what I was going to say is, and also, did you see fucking Khabib? He said that they're already preparing for Beneil Dariush to be the next opponent because they know Oliveira's going to miss weight. I was like, fuck you, bro.
Khabib was talking shit.
I was like, fuck you, bro.
But anyways, we got to get into this fight night, okay? Because we have the main event. Corey Sandhagen is making his fight return, going up against Song Yadong, who is 19-6, with Sandhagen, who is 14-4, and he is coming in as the favorite, minus 190. Song Yadong is plus 155. And all I care about is Corey Sandhagen knocking this motherfucker out because Sandhagen is an absolute stallion in the octagon. He's slick with it. And, you know, I just need to see it again. I didn't get to see it his last fight against Peter Yan, and it was a little sad, but, you know, it is what it is.
100%. I think Song's going to get Yadonged. It's going to be bad. He's going to get donged, bro.
I was trying hard to get through this without laughing at that thing.
I think Sandhagen is going to win, and I think it's going to be by a brutal knockout.
You're muted.
I told you crack.
That was almost at the end. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, bro. It was
right Dylan had to start talking.
It was right in front of me. I had to swing. You put on a fucking tee.
But that is all we have for the UFC for tonight. So get ready for Corey Sandhagen KO.
He's gonna get dongered, as Nick says. It's all dongers.
It's all dongers. He's donged.
He's getting you donged. And with that, it's 107 minutes of your time that you just let us have. And we appreciate the hell out of it. So now you have all the bets that you will need and all the picks that you will need for college.
77 minutes. That's what an hour and 7 minutes is. Or 67. You said 107 minutes.
I'm looking at 107, so that's why that went in my head.
He goes, thanks for 107. I'm like,
corner.
No.
108. So I was like, oh, fuck.
They're split up too.
But you have all that you need for your betting and writing purposes, whether it be college football or the NFL. So you're welcome. I did the quick math, Nick. It just took me a minute. We know that I'm slow. Big dongers in the chat. You already know how it is. If you want to see us again, you already know that is going to be Monday night. We'll have you covered for the Monday Night Football, and then we will also be recapping what happened this weekend. If you want to see any other podcasts that meet your needs, you're going to go to sixpackcoverage.com. As Tyler said, October 1st for Grand Valley. That is the tailgate. If you want to go onto our Twitter or Instagram, that is RideTheTide586, at RideTheTide586. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.